it's a third edition of the Isolation Special.
It is, sort of, yeah.
Sort of, 2.5 maybe, that first one. That was on the cusp.
Yeah, I suppose it was there was a grey area, wasn't it, that one?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're balls deep in it now.
Yeah, there's no getting out now. How are you finding it, and how are you in general, I suppose?
I'm okay, because outside is where all the people are, and I don't want to see them anyway, so...
No offence to literally all of you watching, but people are horrible.
Yeah, people were like that. No, it's not too bad. Like I'm still working, so that doesn't really change too much, and I'm not having to get up so early to go to work, and I get in a lot quicker, so that's always good.
You're never late?
No, I'm usually late.
Fair enough.
Usually, yeah, I'll kind of stroll down about 8:05, roughly.
That counts, it's near enough.
Yeah, people used to do that when they actually got into the office anyway, when they were driving in. So I'm like, nah, there was traffic.
There was traffic on the stairs. There was this discarded crisp packet I forgot about.
Yeah. No, like, there was me at the bottom or me at the top rather, and someone else at the bottom, and we went, oh, are you going? Shall I? Oh, am I waiting for you? And if you do that for half an hour, then you're always going to be late.
Exactly. See, it's a plan. Not that we do that.
No. What about yourself, sir? You're still at least working, I believe, are you? And sane?
Yeah, still working. There's a lot more to the job than this description, but I'm essentially a proofreader for toilet roll packaging, so I'm at times fairly busy.
So it's your fault when the shops run out of toilet roll then?
Yes,
basically.
If I don't read it quick enough, that's it. No, generally fine. Just, it's Good Friday today. We did all our shopping yesterday for the whole weekend, so this whole Easter weekend we have literally no reason to go out apart from exercise, but we've got a treadmill that we've been using, so...
Fair enough.
I'd love to say we'll go out for the fresh air, but then that's the whole point of trying to stay in, is that we don't do those things. So
Indeed, yes. So you won't be like all those idiots last week deciding to go, well, it's sunny outside, so that's an excuse to go out, right?
And all the idiots this weekend as well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm sure there probably will be people. I hope there aren't, but it is a nice, supposedly 4-day weekend this weekend, but just stay at home and do something else.
Exactly. You can have fun indoors. We've got jigsaw puzzles, we've got board games.
Exactly.
Acknowledge the family. I mean, if you want.
Yeah, or don't.
Or stay in your bedroom for however many hours you want.
Yeah, for, what's that, 96 hours, 4 days? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Do that instead.
Oh dear. What, am I right in saying that the Final Fantasy Remake is here now?
It is. Luckily, I got mine yesterday because obviously it being Good Friday and it being a bank holiday, I wasn't banking on it maybe turning up today. Yeah. But Amazon told me when I ordered it, because I ordered it quite late, the 23rd of March, I think it was, it wasn't actually due to arrive until the 14th.
Oh, okay.
So I was I'd mentally prepared myself to have a weekend without it. And it arrived yesterday lunchtime, so I am very happy.
That's all right then. Is it going to be spoilers if I ask you about it now? Is it something you're going to be talking about?
I will be chatting about it in some minutes, yes.
Fair enough. In that case, I'll just assume all is well and crack on.
Exactly.
Yes. That was
everything is fine.
That's all right. So that's I can't even remember what games you said in the Isolation Dead Island discs. Was that one of them? If it was a thing?
No, that didn't. Because again, I'm not even sure when we discussed that if I'd even ordered it yet. But it was because obviously it wasn't due to be released yet. Yeah. It was kind of, I'm not even going to think about that yet. So yeah, it wasn't mentioned. No, the main game that I did mention, BioShock 1 and 2, joined together kind of... 1 and 2 on the PS4. I haven't actually played any of that since I told you I was playing. I was playing it at the time, but I haven't actually played any of it.
Not even a single second?
No.
No, fair enough.
No.
Well, that went well.
Yeah, complete lie.
I've just been having my sort of thumbs deep in Animal Crossing pretty much.
Yes, I see. Most times I go on my Switch.
Yeah,
I
very
can
addictive.
see someone online on Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
It's you.
As I said last week, it's just one of those games where you don't really know what you've done for the last hour, but you've enjoyed it. So, right, I need to catch this one bug. Oh, I've just done 7 things instead.
But I haven't actually caught the bug that I was meant to be catching. I
Yes.
better do that now.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it, I've done another 10 things except for the thing I was meant to be doing.
Yeah, but all from your own choice.
Yeah, no, I like that.
Yeah, no, it's good. I've had a little look on the Nintendo eShop spring offers things last night as well, and I got that Mario and Rabbids thing for £7.50. It is at the moment.
Oh yeah, that seems to be always the sort of cheapest Mario game in existence on there.
Well, it's always been 30 quid ish, and I've just sort of kept half an eye on it. I thought if that ever goes down to sort of 20 odd, I'll have a think. So when I saw it for £7.50, I was like, right, well,
Done.
That's that done. So when I can finally put Animal Crossing down, I will give that a go.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's been good though. That's isolation for you, full of games for us two anyway.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased that this game arrived because I needed a new game. But I've still got a couple of months worth of free PlayStation Plus games to look at, but they didn't really excite me.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, not sure. So thankfully, this has arrived, so I've actually got something to do.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
Yeah, outside of 2 Point Hospital.
Yes, I've seen that is another one on the list. I think that's gone down from 35 to 30. Not quite in my range yet. I didn't expect it to be so near its release, but
No, of course.
eventually.
I think the cheapest I've seen that is on PS4, but again, it's digital download, and I'm pleased we actually brought a proper hard copy of the game because obviously we can easily swap that between consoles at home, so it makes things easier.
I had to get digital download of Animal Crossing and the Mario Rabbids as well, mainly because there's no shops open. So
Damn it!
and nothing's really delivering. I think all Amazon ones saying the 22nd of April or something.
Oh wow, yeah. I think they're having a real issue with Switch and Switch games because that seems everyone's gone, we're in isolation, quick, I need a Nintendo Switch for some reason. Well, you should have seen this coming, shouldn't you, and already had one, like us sensible people.
Yes, like us really sensible people.
Exactly.
Oh well. Have you watched much TV and film lately? These times?
Not overly, no. TV wise, Belgravia.
Okay.
If that counts.
Yeah,
on Sundays.
Binge watching the news.
Yeah, just the 5 o'clock. Everyone stay at home. Everything is fine. Please don't go outside because that's where the death is. Yeah, I've seen that. Watched WrestleMania 36 parts 1 and 2 over the weekend. That was weird. I was going to talk about that if Final Fantasy VII hadn't arrived, but basically it was quite good, but there was no fans and it was weird.
Oh, okay.
There were no fans. It's like
I think I've seen a clip of that actually.
Yeah, it's like imagine going to see, but that kind of defeats the point of it. But imagine there being a pantomime, some kind of stage show that really heavily relies on audience participation and audience interaction, and you remove the audience.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. It was really weird. There was obviously no cheering, no booing, no chanting, no kind of reacting to any kind of big story beats, any big moves, anything like that. It was just like, yep, that was a thing.
That's a thing that just happened then?
Yeah, it's very odd. Very odd, and hopefully will never be repeated.
I think I saw a clip of it. I can't remember who it was or what was happening, but it was just posted on Facebook, just saying, wrestling without an audience is weird, and just showed like a 20-second clip of something that was obviously just ridiculous out of context. Yeah. Or even in context, I suppose.
It is equally as ridiculous in context, yeah. I suppose it was better that it was split over 2 days. It was kind of less of a slog, and they did a couple of things like in studios outside of the arena, which kind of made it a bit more normal, even though the matches themselves really weren't normal. But yeah, hopefully that is never a thing again.
Hopefully that just stops now.
Yeah.
They tried it and was like, this isn't good.
No, take a break. But they're already advertising their next show in May, so I'm like, that seems like wishful thinking, but okay. Go on then. You do that.
Yeah, try. I just want football back, that's all I want.
Well, I kind of don't, because I don't want Liverpool to win the league. So if football never comes back again,
yeah,
then and Liverpool never win the league, that will make me rather happy.
I'd be fine if British football just sort of went, right, let's forget this season, we'll start again next season. Because that means, Carmarthen then won't be in the relegation zone either.
We'll just void the entire season and pretend it never happened.
I don't want the...
And Steven Gerrard can cry.
Yes. I don't want the Welsh Premier League to suddenly go, right, where everyone is now is where it ends. And I'll be like, no, Carmarthen.
Yeah. They did that with kind of... not that, but they did the first thing you said of basically voiding the entire season, didn't they, with non-league teams? Yeah,
because South Shields are South Shields, who are a very unreputable team, were top of, I think, Conference South or something, and it was like one of the biggest achievements of anything. Yeah. And now they've just gone, that's not happening anymore.
Void that. Oh,
yeah.
Thanks.
So they've just lost out on all that money and everything.
Yeah.
Oh well, at least Braintree won't get relegated.
No, not until next season.
Yeah, so I can have one more season with them on Football Manager. That's all right. Oh well. Yeah, I've watched a little bit of film and TV, which is sort of a segue into this section, really.
Yes. Which
is the new channel. If people aren't aware of it, I've posted it on my social media, but it is Chatflix. It is basically a channel completely top 10 based, where I'm going to be talking about films and some TV eventually. There you go, that's my section done. Over to you. Yeah, and I'll verify it now, because a couple of people have asked me. It doesn't mean PokéPidge is stopping or is ending or it's replacing it. It's just something else.
Right.
Yeah, when PokéPidge is doing it, when I do a few more things on that channel, obviously we're doing this and we've got the sports collaboration. Actually, I think I posted the last sports collaboration on mine. The next one's on yours. But anyway.
It is, yes. Next week.
Yeah. So we got this, obviously, and we've had the sports collaboration. I'll probably do a couple of bits for PokéPidge now as well. But I just wanted to have a couple of avenues for different things. One for gaming, one for sort of film and TV. So I've got the both. Chatflix is not going to be like a weekly or even fortnightly, probably. It might even just be like a whenever I've done one, here you go sort of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, so it will never be on a strict, oh no, it's been 2 weeks since my last one.
Yeah, exactly.
This will do. Yeah.
That's where some of the enjoyment fell for me in doing PokéPidge.
Yeah.
So with Chatflix, this is really just a completely laid back one. I've got another 2 ideas for another 2 videos, and I need to put actually a vote out there. I'll do it now as I'm talking to you. I'll put it on Facebook. Of either the top 10 underrated MCU characters or top 10 foreshadowing moments in the Cornetto trilogy.
Yes, that was at the end of the previous video, wasn't it, that you mentioned about going one of those routes.
Exactly. I mean, I've got the notes and everything written up for them, so they're pretty much ready to go.
Oh, so you could do either one, it's just what people want. Oh, I see.
It'll be a case of what do they want first?
Yes.
To quote Hot Fuzz, Point Break or Bad Boys 2? Which one?
You ain't seen Bad Boys 2?
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do it on Facebook now. I'll put the vote up. Yeah, I just wanted to mention that it was a thing, really.
It is.
I think it's mainly film at the moment. I don't quite know what TV to delve into yet. It'll pretty much be British TV plus major American TV shows, like like Walking Dead or something. Yeah, it won't be like, really nitty-gritty American sitcoms that I've never heard of and things like that. It will just be what's familiar to people in my sort of circle of friends on Facebook and everything, and the fans of PokéPidge who are 99% Britain-based.
Oh, so it won't be the top 10 bloopers from Seinfeld season 3 then?
Yeah. No, it won't be. even though we're probably familiar with that, it won't be as interesting to people if I do something like that. Friends, maybe, because that's obviously a hell of a lot more global, you know. But I'm not a massive fan of Friends, so I probably won't do that anyway.
No.
But, you know, people should hopefully get the idea. And it's, I don't really know what to say about it. It was just something I've always wanted to do. I've always liked TV and film, by the fact that I'm obviously editing videos and things like that. I do quite like films.
Yes.
And I've wanted to just talk about them, and PokéPidge didn't seem like the right place for it. It seemed a bit random if I was just talking about Charizard one week and then, you know, Disney Easter eggs on the next
quite
week.
Quite a nuanced kind of channel that you'd created in the first instance. So yeah, it's a bit odd to Yeah,
so it's... Hopefully it's going to kick off a bit more, you know. It's something where I can sort of be a little bit more silly as well, try and put a bit more funny bits in. Try not to, you know, because if people know me, I don't really take myself seriously at all. I don't mind being embarrassed. So, you know, as you can tell from the first video I did, actually, the top 10 Neville Longbottom moments. There
we go. I was going to ask you that in a minute because you still hadn't dropped that clanger.
Yeah. Mainly because I forgot what it was the first time I said it. So I just kept talking like, the first one.
That one.
Yeah. Top 10 Neville Longbottom moments. I mean, you know, it was fun to do. You know, I'm trying to find the right line of talk about something I'm really excited about, as well as try and be half serious in the points I'm making, but also have a laugh.
Yeah, and I think it's good, like, talking about the Harry Potter franchise, which many people have done millions of times before, but in a kind of new way, looking at something that not many people probably will have looked at or considered as much, rather than just, here are the top things Harry did, or...
Oh, yeah. I did try... I have tried to make them a little bit different, as well as still maintain a level of familiarity, I think is the way to put it. So the Neville Longbottom thing, because I didn't just want to be like top 10 moments in Harry Potter, because that seems like
even though top characters, you know, or most powerful wizards, or
even though that might be good and would still get views and, you know, interest. You know, the kind of feel I want to go for is something like pretty much what you just said there, hitting the nail on the head, talking about things, but maybe not the most obvious things. Like you know, so for example, in one of these next ones, instead of top 10 superheroes, it's top 10 underrated MCU characters. So, like, you know, going that way. And to be fair, I just love the Cornetto trilogy. So, top 10 foreshadowing moments is something I'm very well versed in.
Yeah, you have seen the films many times.
Yeah.
I feel like one of them is very appropriate at the moment.
Oh, yeah. Shaun of the Dead.
Indeed.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Oh, we'll see. But I know I've not really spoke for long, but that was pretty much it. Just wanted to let people know it was a thing and how it's come about, and that PokéPidge isn't dead. He's still around.
I'm guessing as well, hopefully, kind of being able to stretch your creative juices that way will kind of allow you to maybe kind of find the fun back in the PokéPidge side of things. Maybe doing a video based on something over there, you go, actually, I've got a similar idea for something, or a similar feel, or now I've done that, why don't I try doing this over there?
Yeah, I was hoping doing something different would sort of, you know, would be... Oh, how am I going to put it? Doing something different would be a bit more fun, which it was, but then give me a kick to try and do, obviously, not just Chatflix stuff, but PokéPidge stuff, and it has.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things I'm doing. I haven't fully planned them yet. I had some ideas before I sort of took a break from it, so I'll probably go back to those. Just going through it was like a 3-part series of them, just going through different elements of Pokemon that have never been used, or beta Pokemon, you know, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I'll go back to that eventually. When PokéPidge returns, eventually, that's what it will be. I mean, you know, we got a 4-day weekend of nothing to do, so the chances of me going through this weekend without recording something is going to be very, you know, very slim. There will be some sort of recording happening.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So even if I wait till
Perfect.
Monday, but yeah.
Perfect time to at least, yeah, as you say, at least record 1 or 2 bits and pieces, even if they then take a little while to edit, as you're not on a time limit and you've got quite a lot of time at home now.
Yeah.
You can
I mean,
go,
if I can't...
okay, well, I'll do a little bit more editing on that video I recorded last week.
Exactly. I mean, if I can't find time to at least record some of a video during self-isolation of an Easter bank holiday weekend, then, I don't know when I will.
Exactly, yeah, it's like the perfect time for it.
Yeah, so expect more. I don't know what's coming next. I don't think I'm going to give myself a timescale for PokéPidge either.
No, it's probably best bet.
Yeah, just try and... Yeah, because I think that was the killer before, being like, right, I need to do one for next Wednesday. Oh, God.
Yeah, what do I do? Oh, this'll do, or...
Yeah, let's churn out this half-arsed video. That'll do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been there, done that.
Yeah. But yeah, so, yeah, watch this space. There'll be more, and I'm enjoying myself. That was pretty much it, really.
Yeah. And it's called Chatflix, yeah.
It is called Chatflix.
Presumably, just there isn't separate social media for it. You're just doing it all on your own personal one like you did with PokéPidge, are you? Or...
Yeah, I'm not going to make a Twitter or a Facebook group for it.
Yeah.
I have made, obviously, the separate YouTube channel, obviously, but
yes, of course.
Not going to do all of that, because it's not... I'm not bothered about... Well, that sounds bad. Not that I'm not bothered about it, but not bothered about the popularity of it. It was just more for my own fun.
It's more of an outlet, for you, and if people find it, great. If not, then...
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know how... I've genuinely never checked on how many views it has, that video had, so I'm going to look now. But, yeah, oh, that reminds me, I need to do top 10 albums. Someone tag me in it on Facebook. There you go. Sorry.
Oh, you're doing musical bits on there as well, are you? Not musical, but music.
Yeah, no, this is just on Facebook. Something going around.
Oh, right. Oh, I see.
Oh, 19. That's not bad. I'll take 19. Shame it's not 20, but that's fine. I'll post it again later. But yeah, anyway, that's enough from me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been speaking for about 10 minutes, I think.
Okay.
About Chatflix and how it's... Oh yeah, guess where the name came from?
I couldn't even guess.
No, it's such a difficult one to figure out.
Indeed, yeah.
Speaking of difficult things to figure out, what are you going to talk about?
A game that just landed on my lap.
Oh, okay.
Randomly yesterday.
Is Karina throwing things at you again?
Yeah. No, well, to be honest, I was listening to some music at the time whilst working, and she heard it at the door. She heard it get posted through the letterbox, and then went to get it, and saw that it obviously had my name on it, and knew that that was the only thing that I'd ordered. So walked it back into the kitchen with a very big smile on her face. So I immediately ran upstairs and went to install it, so that it was ready for when I'd finished work.
Oh yeah,
and then I was annoyingly chipper all afternoon then, driving her mad. I was like, well, that's your fault. You could have just, hidden it, and I'd have never even known it arrived.
I bet it made your afternoon go a bit slower as well then, didn't it?
Yeah, it kind of did, to be honest. I was like, I'm happy that it's here, and happy that I'm getting it 5 days before I thought I was going to be getting it, but goddamn, is it 5 o'clock yet?
Oh, well, how is it anyway? How is the game? I'm assuming it's good, because you played the demo and you enjoyed it.
Yes, the demo was uber good, and funnily enough, I'd played the demo the night before.
Oh, okay.
I just was like, I want to play this again, but I'm going to have to wait all weekend, so while I've got time, let's go through the demo once more and see where we are. So... that meant that the beginning of the game was a little bit of a slog, because it's literally the demo again, which is about 40 minutes or so. So it's like, come on, skip. And I kind of didn't want to skip cutscenes or anything, just in case they were slightly different.
Yeah.
There was one slight variation. But other than that, I was like, God damn it, I could have just... And because you can't take your save data from the demo and just kind of boot up the game from there, which I kind of wish you could have done, but you can't. So I had to basically repeat what I'd done literally 24 hours previously. Which was a bit of a pain, but what can you do?
Yeah. However, after that,
Yes, after that, oh yes, all kinds of fun. Even though it's only the first part of the game, and quite a lot of people think they're buying the entire game. It seems,
however,
which they're not. You're only buying like the first about. Well, from what I've seen, it's about 30 or 40 hours.
Okay.
Which, if you were to play the original game on PS1, is about the entire game in terms of timescale. But I am now about 8 hours in, and if you take that back to the original game, that's maybe about 2 hours.
Okay.
Because you're
spending
kind of
much more time and.
Well, yeah, they've kind of added bits in. Some that is just blatant. Here's some side quests for padding and stuff, which
so
is a bit of a pain. But other bits, there's like a hole between. Because at the beginning of the original game, there's kind of you go to a reactor and bomb it, and then you go back to your base, wake up the next morning, and basically rinse and repeat that mission a second time round and bomb another reactor. I'm at the stage of that second bit now, but there's so much in between those two. There's like other missions that you do that aren't in the original game that kind of flesh out other side characters that you don't really spend that much time with.
Yeah, so it's not as linear as it was before.
No, and it's some of it is annoying padding for the sake of, here, have more time with this for reasons, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because it's more time playing the game.
Yeah.
And it's more time enjoying the really awesome battle mechanics.
Yeah.
But some of it is legitimately like doing complete extra new missions and meeting new characters that have never existed before, which is quite nice. So,
okay, well, that's all right.
I'm never going to complain at that. One thing it has made me want to do is not play the original, funnily enough, which seems to be what everybody else is wanting to do. But it's making me want to play the PlayStation Portable game, the prequel called Crisis Core.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a few bits and pieces that are kind of nods to the original game. There's bits that are nods to the film that came out after the game called Advent Children. There's a few bits of nods to the PlayStation 2 game that came out called Dirge of Cerberus, which is set after the original game. But I kind of want to go through Crisis Core, the prequel, and just kind of see how it weaves in, because that ends right at the beginning of the original game.
Okay. So it's
it's kind of made me want to dig that out and play through that again more than the original game.
Is it sort of like it's how am I going to put it? It's not just sort of referencing points in it. It's sort of expanding on stuff that happened in those games.
Yes,
in a subtle sort of way.
Yeah, some of it is just a kind of a wink and a nod and a mention of certain things, and you go, oh, I know what you're referencing there, without it blatantly mentioning what they are.
Yeah.
Possibly because they just want to go, haha, wink and a nod to if you know what we're talking about. But also, obviously, this game at the moment is only the first kind of section, and they haven't really said how many other sections beyond this is going to be, whether there's going to be kind of another 2, 3, 4 after this, so that might be something that comes up a bit later in the game in another section.
Yeah.
So obviously they can't go, here's all the information in this bit, and then kind of when you get to the third section they go, oh yeah, we already mentioned that, so meh.
Yeah, we'll just yeah, no, fair enough. Okay, it sounds interesting.
I mean, did you ever play the original game?
No, I didn't. I've never really played a Final Fantasy game. Never really. I mean, I have, but not like I've bought one and sat on my room for an afternoon as a young teen playing through one. I've only ever been around friends' houses or I'm sure I had one on when the very probably late 90s where you got the PlayStation magazine and a demo in it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I had one with it on there. I'm sure there was one. I have no idea what number. I'm sure I played one on there because obviously
late 90s. I mean, late 90s would say to me probably 9.
Could have been, yeah. It was PS1 maybe. I don't know now, but no, I haven't. Is the answer to that question?
Was it kind of medieval?
Yes, it was.
Probably 9 then.
Okay then. Oh, fair enough.
Which incidentally is my favouriteest one.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
The first one I ever completed.
You can buy those demo discs on eBay for like £1 each.
Can you?
Yeah, I've been tempted to do that for a series actually. Just buy one and go through it and go, right, what shall we play
out
on
some
here?
demos, yeah. I mean, harking back to this and the podcast we did a few podcasts ago when I was saying about the demo of this, it's like that should be a thing that happens more and more because that did kind of, it really helped me get to grasps with the mechanics of this game before I'd started. Obviously, you still get the prompts and the kind of tutorials as you go through that you got anyway, but I was able to kind of skip through them nice and quickly. But it kind of lets you just jump into a game straight off the bat then. And it's just something that doesn't really exist anymore, and I think it should. Yes.
No, definitely.
And it certainly helped for this anyway. And it kind of kept things going. But no, 8 hours in, what I'm trying to do as well is really pace myself with it and go in every kind of nook and cranny and talk to every single possible person to see if there's a side quest here or a hidden item there or an extra bit of anything. Because I don't want to get to the end of this game too quickly because I know it's about 30 or 40 hours and I don't want to just go charge to the end. Yeah. But also I kind of just want to see what they've included in it and how they've kind of put more bits and pieces in it.
Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds absolutely fine. Plausible.
Yeah.
So it's just like the first bit. Are they going to release the second bit? If that makes sense. To put it simply.
They are. I don't know when. They have not said when. In all their kind of advertising for this game, they haven't really made it blatantly clear to people that this is only the first section of the game.
Right, okay.
Because like even the front cover and the artwork and everything just says Final Fantasy VII Remake. Okay. It doesn't say brackets, by the way, this is only the first bit, this is not the entire game.
Yeah.
Like,
would you say that's like the only flaw in it, probably?
It is a bit sneaky because they're charging £50 for not an entire game. Yes, they're charging £50 for 30 to 40 hours worth of gameplay, which in this day and age is kind of what a full game is, time-wise, roughly. I mean, some are even like barely 10 hours.
Yeah, and some are really short.
I'm not too annoyed at the fact of I've spent 50 quid on a game and I'm only getting 40 hours of it. But I think it is a bit sneaky that they haven't made it abundantly clear to people that, by the way, this isn't the entire game.
Okay.
Like, you physically can't complete this game yet.
Do you reckon you'll be able to... If they were to release... If or when they released a sort of second part, do you reckon there'll be a way where you can pick up where you left off? If there's... I don't know if there's, like, items you collect or anything, or I don't know.
I would, I mean, they're going to need to make it in such a way that the second section and then subsequent sections tap into your game save on your console, pick that up and progress it through into the next stage. Kind of like what episodic games do anyway.
Okay.
Like if you've ever played anything that's episodic, you get to the end of it and you've got a save file. When you can download the next episode, it registers that kind of save file and goes, oh, okay, you've already played the first section, let's carry on the story then, that's fine. So yeah, because I think because there's as I believe it, there's kind of new Game Plus features in this where you can go back in the chapters and kind of do more bits and pieces and collect bits that you missed out and things like that, and obviously that's going to keep leveling you up. If you get to a point where you're like level 40 or whatever, and the game, you've got all these bits of equipment and weapons and stuff, and then the second section goes, oh, by the way, you're level 1 again, start the whole thing from the beginning. That's going to piss a lot of people off. So
yes, yourself included.
yes. So I don't know. It's going to be tricky for them because they haven't said when the next section's out,
or even that it is separate.
Well, yeah, indeed. But even for those people that are aware and have gone digging, such as myself, there's been no mention of when the second bit is out, whether that will be the end of this year, in a year's time, in 2 years' time, whether you're going to have to just be able to download a patch that kind of opens that up.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or maybe
even like DLC.
Yeah, exactly. Or whether you've got to go to another shop and go, hello, here's another £50, I'd like part 2, please. There's been no mention of that, so who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
I suppose it'll be delayed now anyway, just because of what's happening in the world.
Yeah, I mean, there was no way of knowing how far ahead they were anyway, so they could have nearly finished the second section by the release of this first section for all we knew, and it could have been out in 6 months. Or they could be like, right, that's section 1 done, right, let's start on section 2 now, that's going to take us a couple of years. We have no way of knowing that prior to all the things that are happening now, so yeah, that's only going to delay things anyway, so
we'll see. Watch that space then, but generally the first part, thumbs up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's still definitely worth getting, especially if you played and liked the original game. If you're not that aware of it, you might as well probably just play the original because you actually get to play the entire game.
Yeah.
And that might then entice you to want to play the remake. But I probably wouldn't just go out of my way and go, I'm going to play the remake.
Right.
If I hadn't played the original.
Okay,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does make sense. I know
if anyone's curious out there, maybe try the demo and see how you feel about it. But it's very easy to get hold of the original game on digital download anyway, for PS4 or even all the way back on PS3 and Vita and stuff. You can get a version of it on that.
Yeah.
And yeah, probably try that first and actually experience the entire game.
No, that makes sense.
That would be my advice anyway.
Top advice from Pixels and Pinfalls, Edward Greenbridge. Play the original first.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, definitely.
And don't download the demo first. Just play the game if you're going to get it.
Yeah, and then maybe try the demo afterwards and see if you're kind of, oh, okay, so that's how they've changed this section. Because you will recognise, once you've played the original game and then you play the demo, you will know exactly what part of the game you're playing. And that will hopefully whet the appetite enough. Or if it doesn't, it doesn't. But if it does, then that gives you a reason to try the actual game out then.
A reason to believe.
Yes, Rod Stewart.
Yes. All right, fair enough. Very informative, thank you. I need to set up my old school consoles back again. I've had to take the desks into the bedroom for a temporary office, so the old recording stroke game room is now very much put things on the floor and hope they're not in the way room.
Yeah, see, all our work stuff is in the kitchen.
Okay, yeah.
Taking over the kitchen table, so because there's just no room in our bedroom. Like one of us could work at this desk, but it's quite a squeeze. But both of us working, one would have to be downstairs on the kitchen table anyway. So we thought, well, we might as well both be there.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Just because, it's stupid otherwise. So
every time I look at the room, just looking a mess, it just makes me feel sad. Like, I want the games back. Well, hopefully we'll be out of this situation soon. Yeah,
as long as everyone stays at home and doesn't go out this weekend. Go to your garden.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing this morning. Well, after work / before this call. Sitting in the garden with a beer.
Enjoy the outside in your garden.
Yes.
You don't need to stray any further than that.
Yes, you don't need to have a beer. It helps. That's all I'm saying.
It does definitely help. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot more beer because of this situation.
Yes.
More than I normally do.
Yeah, I think I need more.
Yeah, I might have to put a couple in the fridge for this evening. So
yeah, I literally have a couple in the fridge, only 2. I think I might have to top them up.
Oh right, yeah, that would be an idea. The good thing is that I have plenty of whiskey in the house, so if all else fails, whiskey. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, on that note, I might go have one of those beers.
What a good idea, sir.
What a good
idea.
idea.
On that note, I'll probably make myself another cup of tea because this one's run out.
Go for it.
Which makes me sad.
Yes. Well, yeah. Well, it's been good chatting again. And I'm sure in the next in a couple of weeks' time, when we're still here,
yes,
still in isolation, we'll talk about what else we've done in isolation.
Yeah, what have you been doing for the past 2 weeks? Being stuck at home.
I think the next episode will be Podisode will be interesting because there's no new games coming out for me personally. No new channels to release.
No. So it'll be literally what have you been doing over the past 2 weeks? How much further into Animal Crossing are you? Probably.
I'm going to have to actually use my imagination and think of something. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Could just be, here's a list of all the things I've watched on Disney+.
Yeah. We've started that already. I have a fiance that's very much a fan of Disney as much as I'm a fan of Pokemon, so that's that resource is being utilised.
We opted for the Final Fantasy VII purchase instead of Disney+, so we are Disney Plus-less. But we're kind of tempted to maybe get the 7-day free trial just to see what's on there.
Yeah, not a bad idea. We got the year long for £50 offer while it was there. We thought, we'll just go in for it.
Oh, when they knocked the £10 off of it. Yeah, we were going to do that. But then obviously that exact £50 was what we needed for Final Fantasy VII. So
and there are priorities.
Well, I'd been waiting for that for 23 years technically. Even though it's only been mentioned about maybe 10 years. So that one.
That's fine. That's allowed.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, yeah, I'll speak to you in 2 weeks then.
Indeed, and we'll magically see each other in a week's time. Through the power of the time machine of YouTube.
Trying to genuinely think if I should probably put a disclaimer on there first, like a little banner saying recorded before social isolation took place.
We managed to time it perfectly. No, surely people can tell from how short my hair is, as opposed to how not short it is now.
Exactly, yeah. Oh well. All right, yeah, well, yes, for now. Anyway, yes. Thank you all for listening. And or watching, watching the picture, the thumbnail.
Watching some things.
Yeah. Yes, and we'll speak to you in 2 weeks' time.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thanks very much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. To keep up to speed with everything we're doing, you can find us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. If you wish to support us financially, you can do so over on Patreon for as little as $1 per month. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any future videos. Till next time, we'll see you very soon. Goodbye.